Hello, everybody. It's me, the Nitty Professor. And guess what? It's 2 weeks exactly today to the day that I had my second vaccination. So I am here at the Spoon and Fork, sitting inside, not outside, And I really don't need this to start with the mask, but I don't really need the mask. I'm inside, I'm at the table, and it's also Halloween. So, happy Samhain, Halloween. I did a podcast last year talking about the origin of Samhain and, but I'm not going to go into the Harvest Festival and appeasing the spirits of the dead so that you can have a good harvest. And I'll put the link to that if you haven't seen it. If you're interested, you can see last Halloween's podcast. But I'm here. I am not wearing all black. I'm wearing a sweater that has a little white in it. Normally I wear all black, but on Halloween I try to wear some non-black. Kind of try to do it in reverse. Anyway, once when I was teaching the early 2000s, and the students recognized me, that was one of the things. That's one of the ways they identified me. The nutty prof, but the one that always wore black. And sometimes students would ask me, "Look, sir, why do you only wear black? Is it some kind of ritual thing?" I go, "Thank you very much. My food has started arriving. Thank you very much." There's green mango salad and there's soup.
So at the free you want to
yeah. So I'm going to stop this and I'm going to eat and I will get back to this. Bye for now. I don't know if I'm going to, videotape every single dish like I did last time, but just to start, and I am inside, not outside, I'm inside, it's warm. So that's vegetable gyoza, that's mango salad, that's the lemongrass soup, and that's calamari. And I think I've just asked for a hot sauce, so this is what I'm starting with. Okay, I will tape a little bit later. Bye for now. I finished pretty much everything that arrived before, plus I think I also got the dynamite sushi, so I have the one piece of that left, which I'm just about to finish, and I've ordered another round. And I'm getting a little bit of chicken satay this time because, I'm celebrating. I don't eat chicken often, but occasionally I will feed the werewolf a little chicken. Before the food arrived, I was telling the story about how my persona, when I first started teaching, I was working on the nutty professor persona, but part of my persona was that I only wore black. And students would ask me, and sometimes they'd ask me, "Sir, we have a personal question to ask you. Why do you only wear black?" And I said, it's not some deep, dark thingy. It started off probably when I was part of the Queen West art community. And in those days, if you just wore black, it was like a uniform. So it was really conformity. And you could get into booth scans, which I used to go to a lot, and it kind of announced that you were part of the community back then, early 80s. But then, when I came back to academia and I got a real job, I started wearing black, and that became my color, And in academia, it was more unusual. There were one or two other profs that wore only black, but for the most part, I was the only one that wore only black, no color whatsoever. Except on, and then another thing that happened is that when I got my first two black cats, Maya and Loki, back in '94, and then as the father of black cats, I started identifying with black cats, and that became part of my persona too. So I became an honorary black cat, so I had to wear black. And then, I think, as I said, around 2000 or so, there was Halloween, and I was lecturing on the day, and it was a big lecture hall. And there was one of the combined classes back then, and I had 300, 400 students. And I decided, just for fun, my Halloween costume would be to not wear black. So I had to buy a pair of, beige trousers. I think I borrowed a beige Harris Tweed jacket. My father's got a whole bunch of jackets and all kinds. And I think there was one with the elbow patches. And I think I had to buy a white shirt. But I walked into the lecture hall. And students were like, I got
Can I say this too again?
Okay, I will. I'm doing a little podcast. So, yes, she says, you can do this too. And I go, yeah, it's going to include my podcast. So anyway, that's grilled salmon, by the way. So then I walk in, and there's applause. people are like going, oh, you know, and they got it. They go, oh, it's your Halloween costume. And they go, what are you dressed as? And I go, I'm dressed as a university professor. But and then after I've left teaching, I've relaxed the black only rule a little bit. After all, Agitha's got some white. So I will wear occasionally. And on Halloween, I do try to wear one non-black item, just, you know, because of the reverse thing. Okay, my salmon has arrived. Bye for now. There's a lot more food coming. Now, that is Green Dragon. And this is the chicken satay. It's actually very good. And I'm having, as I said, I don't eat chicken often, but I do occasionally. And it's Halloween, and you know, I'm celebrating my being able to eat inside again. So, and it's quite good. I'm also, as I'm eating the chicken, I am thinking of Papaya, who is caught killing chickens, you know. And possibly Flame, we don't know what Flame does in his excursions, but possibly he goes chicken hunting or bird hunting or something, you know. But anyway, this is a different kind of chicken. This is like, you know, satay, and it's cooked, it's done, it's stewed, it's a completely different kind of thing. Anyway, I can get back to it. Bye for now. Red curry fish, red curry vegetable, another salmon, because I love that roast salmon, green curry chicken, since I'm eating chicken today, shrimp basil fried rice, and I think that's it. There may be one more chicken dish coming, I'm not sure. But, you know, I have to finish all of this and not throw up. So I think I can manage. It was last call for lunch, so I had to order everything kind of at once. But anyway, I'm going to finish, try not to throw up, and then head, there's Brands Gone Wild outlet right there, just in the parking lot. And they get good track pants and stuff on sale there, and pajamas, and you know. So I'm going to go do some shopping, some cat food. I've got lots of cat food, but always looking for new flavors for the kids and more treats. I think we've got already lots and lots of treats, but looking for new variety. This is Halloween. They're going to celebrate too. You know, 2 of them are black cats. One's a half black cat. So, you know, Halloween's a national holiday for us. Anyway, bye for now. I'll let you know if I can finish all of this. I better be able to finish, because if I don't finish anything, I have to pay for it extra. So, but I think I can do it. Okay, bye for now. I was right. There was one more chicken dish. I think that's ginger chicken. So we've got all of this to finish, you know. But there's no rush now. The lunch special is over, but I can sit here and eat for as long as I like. So I'm just going to sit here and munch and munch and munch and munch and try not to throw up. Okay, and then do some shopping and then go back to the kids. Bye for now. Okay, I'm struggling now, but you know, only that much to go. A little bit of rice. A little bit of ginger chicken. That's done. That was the red curry, shrimp, I think, or veggie, and just a little sauce. I don't have to worry about gravy. Couple of pieces of chicken and onions in there. Green curry chicken. A little bit of basil rice left here, and whatever's on my plate, I can do it, you know, without throwing up. That's the key to this is I gotta finish this without throwing up. So I don't think I'm going to throw up. And if I throw up, it'll be in the parking lot anyway. So I think I should be okay to get to the car. And I got to go shopping next door anyway. So I think I'll be okay, you know. So I will finish this. I will not have to pay extra. And I will more than likely not throw up. Okay, bye for now. It's done. Except a few grains of rice and a little bit of carrot. I finished everything. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I should compete in those. Somebody told me there's a world champion eater. His name is Joe something or another. But no, that's not my thing. But anyway, I finished, and so far I'm not thrown up. I think I'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna do some shopping. Try not to collapse in the shops in a food coma. But and then head back to the kids. Happy Halloween again. Happy Samhain. Bye for now. Believe it or not, I'm also having the free ice cream because, you know, you get a vanilla or chocolate or a mix. And I was like going, I think the food is staying down. I ate a lot, but I paced it. So, I mean, it's happening for at least 2 hours. So, I'm having the ice cream. I don't think, it could be what's, the cliche, the last straw. It could be what leads to my throwing up in the parking lot, but So far, so good. I think I will make this meal and the ice cream without throwing up. Okay, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm home. We've been having a family togetherness time with Geeta on her cat condo, but she just got up, and Elsie is there on that white chair, and Finn is here, and he tried to get close to Geeta, and then Geeta, you want to go to your room? If you want to go to your room, you can go to your room. Up to you. You want to go in? Go in. Your sister is in the room. You can sit outside here if you want. She'll be coming out in a bit when we all have supper. Well, not Daddy. Daddy's very, very full. But you guys are going to have supper. I got some gourmet cat food, as usual. So, anyway, I'm going to sit on the ego chair for just a couple of minutes and sort of do my Halloween, podcast, my Halloween, address. Hello, everybody. Here I am on the ego chair, and the twins are playing around here somewhere, and Geeta's still in her room. I'm going to tape this and set it to upload, and then feed the kids. And I am not eating any supper myself tonight. I've eaten, I think, for the next couple of days. I'm still feeling, I felt a little nauseous. I did not throw up when I left the restaurant, but I was feeling a lot of discomfort. And I did do a bit of shopping. But, I made it home without throwing up. I did not throw up, but I'm feeling slightly better now. But I seriously overate, Now, just a few things to add here. Last year's podcast, I talked a bit about, symbolism and Halloween and, the origins and Samhain and all of that stuff. And I'm not going to go into that here. I will put the link, hopefully, to that one at the bottom of this. That was the very first podcast that I taped and posted myself exactly a year ago today. So, and since then, I think I've done 50 more myself, self-taped ones. But now, I just wanted to add, though, a couple of, personal experiences with Halloween trick-or-treating. Now I'm in the condo. I don't have to worry about, handing out candies to the human kids, all of that stuff. And I never trick-or-treated myself as a kid. When I was like a teenager, we lived in the country, and people would bring their kids in cars up the driveway, long driveway, and it was like there's no sidewalks, so people would bring their kids in the cars, and we used to have not a lot. There'd be like 10, 15 cars over the course of the evening, and my parents and myself we'd buy lots of candy, and we would, and the parents would come with them to the door and would put it in the bags. And then I mostly lived in apartments and condos, and the first house I bought in Toronto about 12 years ago, I stocked up, and I was expecting a lot of kids, and the house was set very close to the sidewalk, and at the time I don't think there were a lot of kids in that neighborhood. Now it's become more family friendly. But I bought a lot of candies, and I was very generous with them, and and the parents are standing sometimes behind the kids, and they're trying to peek in because the house had just been renovated, and I was wearing just my usual all black outfit. I think I wore a fedora or something. But and then at the and I might have gone into a little bit of the nutty prof thing when I was handing out the candies, and then at about 10 o'clock, by 9:30, the kid thing stopped, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was a change. I had never done that, not as an adult. And then about 10 o'clock, I saw, I still have my lights on, but and the kids had pretty much stopped, but I saw a car pull up. And in front of my house, and there were a couple of houses, one on either side, and a car pulled up, and they came to my door, I think, because the lights were all still on, and there were 3 teenagers, and they're very elaborate horror, movie costumes, very elaborate makeup, and with the axe and all of that stuff. And I think there were 2 males and a female, and the girl must have been 17, 16. They were were old enough to drive. Obviously, they had a license, they had a car. So they were, 17, 18, and they don't know. So, as I said, 2 boys and a girl, and the girl was the spokesperson. And I opened the door, and they all had their costumes and they had their their bags held up. And she said, the usual trick or treat. And I said, I think I'll go for the treats. And I said, I've got a bunch of treats here. And she said, oh, it's good that you're going for the treats. So you're giving the treats because I don't do tricks. And I'm like I thought to myself, I didn't say anything, but I thought to myself, you're too old to be doing this. You know what that means. And they drove there. And if she can make a joke like that, I think you're a little bit too old to be trick-or-treating, But anyway, that was my experience. And then I think the next year I did it again there, and then I did it in Niagara. In Niagara, the parents were a little less friendlier, There was and I did do it in Niagara, and then after that, I was back to condo life, and I have the country house, but I'm never there in that at Halloween, and it's under renovation now anyway, So, and I think that would be the same kind of thing. There'll be like a few parents will bring kids in cars, if that, So anyway, that's my experience with the trick or treating, and in terms of the whole today. Double vax, able to eat out. So there is another set of pushes here. So now I can eat inside restaurants again. I can go to cinemas. I can go to art galleries. These are all pushes against the pull. But unfortunately, there's also the pulls may increase now because I am double waxed, and I can, the whole thing is that there's less of a push of that whole, going into the underworld, danger of COVID because I'm not vaccinated. Now I'm vaccinated, Plus, it does open the door to, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here, but, it opens the door to restaurants, yes, but also to bars, casinos, which I'm not too worried about right now. That's not my thing. But not just bars, but certain bars, certain establishments where other things can maybe be found. Let's just say other party supplies, as they say. So my Vax passport allows me entry to those places now. So but I'm just hoping the pushes are still stronger than the pulls, and the biggest pushes of all, of course, are my 3 kids. So the 3 kids always been the biggest pushes, plus the podcasts, and, the writing, and now, being able to rechannel, go to movies, go out to eat, and, the house renovations, and going and checking on it, and the Porsche, I have to go pick it up later this week, rechanneling of energy, all of that stuff. So, let's just hope the pushes are stronger than the pulls, and it has now been over 6 weeks since the one excursion. So that's pretty much what I wanted to add, and I'm going to post this. So happy Samhain, happy Halloween from the Nutty Professor, from Geeta, the social distancing queen, Elsie, and Finn, the Mayhem twins. So from the 4 of us, happy Halloween to everyone. Happy Samhain, happy and safe Samhain. What's left of it, it's getting late now. Okay, bye for now.